Hey guys, how's it going? Ches back again and welcome to the 6th race or 5th episode of this F1 2015 Championship edition with Kimi Räikkönen. If you enjoyed today's episode, make sure you drop the video a like rating, subscribe to the channel too if you haven't to this point. Thank you, by the way, for 5,000 subscribers here in the ChesnoidPlays channel. It's the first time I've actually gone to edit and record a batch of videos since we hit that milestone. So thank you very much for that. Hopefully you guys are enjoying this this little mini-series, and obviously F1 2015 stuff, well, F1 2016 stuff is just a couple of weeks away now as you see this. This is the Monaco Grand Prix, not my strongest circuit by any stretch, as you'll be able to see from the remainder of the video, but hopefully you enjoy. Like I say, if you do, make sure you drop the video a like rating and subscribe as well, and I'll see you in the next race. Somehow we've managed to qualify in P2. I don't know how I've managed to do that, and I know for sure we won't be staying there. 3, 4, 5, go. Go? Go. Right. We switched to Rich for the start. Held us there at the start a long time. Lewis is on my inside. I'm going to have to let him go. But we are at least ahead of everybody else. My mirrors are full of Williams and Ferrari. I just heard tyre squeals. I'm not sure what happened. I think someone hit the wall. I'm not entirely too sure. Well, the car feels so different. It feels so different on full fuel. I've just had a moth fly into my neck, which isn't going to help. Well, I'm fully expecting Seb and the Williams and everybody to just get stuck behind me for at least a few laps. Although they're going to have DRS now, aren't they? That's Seb going past me. I do not want to destroy my teammate. Oh, he nudged me. He gave me a little nudge there. Just knocked me a little bit further wide. I'm just going to drop to standard. He actually nudged me out of that. Fair play, Seb. Fair play. Just go away, go away, go away, go away, go away, go away. You're going to have to go round, mate. Did he hit the wall? Oh, God. Contact between the two Williams. What happened there? And then he's hit the wall on the inside and driven into the wall there and then come back into his teammate. Now, I didn't touch him there, did I? He genuinely just drove into the wall himself. I'm there. I'm right there. But he's driven into the wall, clipped it, knocked himself wide, and bang, into the wall. So whenever we do decide to pit, it will be for the yellow striped soft tyres rather than the red striped super softs. And it will be a fresh set of softs as well. It all depends how long I can make this set last. If this set can last us till lap, I don't know, 30, then we might be alright to just pit stop once, but I don't think they're going to last till 30, to be completely honest. Gap to Seb has gone up again. It was 14.7, it's now 15.9. So we were closing on him as his tyres started to go, but then as mine got worse, he just got further and further away. It wants me to do another 11 laps on these tyres, and I can tell you right now that is not going to happen. But we might just be able to push lap 30. There's debris on the racetrack there though, so there may have been an incident, but it would have warned us with a yellow flag, wouldn't it, if there'd been an accident? Oh, we've overtaken Nico. Yeah, Nico was in the pits. He must have had some sort of accident because he'd have come out long before this now. And if Rosberg falls behind Maldonado as well, then I'd go as far as to say that Rosberg has retired, but he's still registered there as 4th, so he must still be in the race somehow. But there was debris on the track as we were heading round in Sector 3, so perhaps he had a tangle with the back marker, because there were a number of cars that went into the pits there on that lap. Into the pits we go. We're going to stop for softs. We are switching from a 1-stop to a 2-stop. Release. So 2.343. Maldonado's still behind us, so we did open up a massive gap. Although this is probably him coming past now, and it is. Max Verstappen is the next one. I need to get out ahead of this group. I need to get around this corner and ahead of this group. We're ahead of. We didn't get ahead of any of them. Brilliant. Never mind. I'm going to switch to Rich. If we'd have pit one lap earlier, we could have avoided this train, and now we're probably going to get stuck behind this train until they all pit, unless we can just force our way past. But at least it's going to liven the race up a little bit now that we've got some cars in and around us. If Seb was pitting, then presumably at some point one of these three, if not two of these three, will pit. The two Red Bulls won't pit at the same time because obviously they can't stack. Well, they can stack, but they won't want to stack. Especially in Monaco. There's not much room in the pit lane. But the one Red Bull and the Toro Rosso can come in. Pit, 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 pit. Yes! One of them's gone. The Toro Rosso is gone. We're past one of them. Thank the Lord. The annoying thing is now, though, that Seb would have been in clear air from the time he came out of the pits. Which means he'll just be absolutely flying right now, and we're stuck behind these guys. Oh, I was trying to get a good run on them out that corner, but I mean, it's the best run we've had so far on them, but it's still not good enough to go for a dive bomb. I'm just too far back. Oh. I nearly made it. I committed to it, but he got out of the way and did well. Danny Rick. One of you surely has to pit on lap 35. Thank you, Daniel. Now I've just got to open up as big a gap as I possibly can and hope that next time we pit, we come out ahead of that gaggle of cars. That's the plan. We need to come out ahead of that gaggle of cars. We're 17 seconds behind Seb, so to be fair, we haven't really lost that much. We were only 15 or 16 seconds behind him before we pit, so we're not that much further behind Sebastian than we were previously. And it is now Maldonado behind us as well as Jenson Button's pit that lap too. So we're back into P4, status quo has been resumed, and we are 2 laps from half race distance. Okay, it's Nico. Nico's in third. Nico was in first. Something's happened to Nico Rosberg. And there's a lot of debris. But Seb's in the pits. What has actually happened there? Seb's in the pits, and there's damage to... That's Nico. There's Lewis. I don't think he's got a front wing. Have they... What has happened? Seb's not got a front wing. Lewis doesn't have a front wing. Nico doesn't have a front wing. All 3 of them were together, and all 3 of them have had an accident, but it's happened too early on for me to be able to catch up with this replay. But we are P1. We have just overtaken everybody. But we do have to pit again, so it doesn't really matter that much. But Seb is in P2 now, so we are P1 and 2 as a team. But I do have to pit again. And the gap prior to my pit stop between myself and Hamilton was around about a pit stop's length. But Nico wasn't moving in the middle of that track there unless he got going again. Oh, Jesus, my tyres. So, I don't know whether Nico's retired. If Nico's retired, then we'll be P3 when we come out of the pits. If he hasn't, then we won't be. Let's check. Race directive. Nico, I'm expecting him to be P4. No, Nico's P5. He's P5, but he has he is still running. Is anyone out? We have Roman Grosjean, Roberto Meri and Valtteri Bottas all retired. We're now effectively racing Rosberg and Maldonado for a P3. That's the situation right now, with Rosberg having dropped so far behind, because we already had a decent gap to Maldonado of 15 plus seconds. So we're now racing the two of them for a spot on the podium. I don't think we'll be able to, even if we are able to catch Lewis or Seb after we pit. I mean, overtaking them is obviously a completely different kettle of fish at this track. And we saw with the back markers we got, well, not necessarily the back markers, but the traffic we came in behind after the first pit stop, that it's just practically impossible to overtake around here. He's got DRS. I'm going to hold the inside line. I'm just going to keep an eye on him in my mirrors. I'll leave him racing room. Sebastian's through. I didn't want to fight him too hard because we're not going to be fighting him for the lead anyway. I don't want to take my teammate off the racetrack. The best I can hope to do now is hold up Lewis so that he doesn't catch Seb. No, there's no point pitting now because there's still 24 laps left, and we struggled to make our. Oh no! Okay, I'll pit now. Well, I was going to say there's no point pitting now because we struggled to make our options last 28 laps, and there's still 24 laps to go, but. With hitting the wall there, because I was distracted talking to you guys, we're going to pit. New front wing and option tyres, and we're now going to the end. But the long pit stop might cost us 4th and 5th. Or 3rd and 4th, technically. Maldonado's gone past. I think this next car is Rosberg. It is, so no, it's not. Verstappen? Where's Rosberg then? Rosberg must have retired then, surely. Nico Rosberg, he's pit again. Nico pit again, and he's down in 9th. So we're behind Perez, Daniel Ricciardo, Max Verstappen, and Danny Kvyat, and Pastor Maldonado. Oh, but we've got the run on Checo here. Oh, I am sorry, Checo. That is 125 bajillion% my fault. Oops. I got that completely wrong. Sorry, Checo. I've literally just rammed him straight into the wall. I only turn into Maldonado around Monaco. Every other circuit, I drive like Lewis. But around Monaco, I turn into Maldonado, and there's nothing I can do about it. I'm going to leave him racing room, and we are going to get past Danny Kvyat. That's how you legally pass around Monaco. And we've got ourselves up into P6. Now we just need to do the same to Daniel Ricciardo. Stop looking at the chat, Ches. Same to Daniel Ricciardo and to Max Verstappen and to Pastor Maldonado, and we'll be back in the podium spots. Oh, why did he just give me the corner like that? That was weird. He just completely gave up the corner. I'll take it. But Daniel Ricciardo just completely gave up the corner there. You saw him turn left. Like, the corner went round to the right, and he legitimately just turned left to let me have the place. I'm going to go for... If I can get a little bit closer, I'm going to go for Max into this chicane. Stop! We did it. We're past Max. It wasn't technically a legal overtake because I kind of cut the chicane a little bit, but we're past. That's all that matters. Right, let's chase down Maldonado and get that podium spot back. So I think... What? I did not hit the wall there. No, Nick. Oh my god. I didn't. You were driving into me, Daniel. What are you doing? This is an absolute clusterfuck. I took that corner no different to how I had every other lap. What are you doing, Daniel? What? This has all gone wrong. All gone wrong. Fernando, you're driving into me, buddy. Another new nose. Gap to Alonso's 23 seconds. The best we can hope for now is 9th. we've gone from chasing down a podium spot to only being able to finish 9th. I can't believe I clipped the inside that wall there. I didn't take that corner any differently to how I had at any other point in the race. Unless just throughout the entirety of the race I've been that close to clipping the curb, clipping the wall every single time. No. You know what? You know what? You know what? Done. Done.